When you picture America's brainiest cities, what comes to mind? Maybe you think of the Ivy League powerhouses in the Northeast or the tech hubs of Silicon Valley out west. But let's be honest, does Alabama even make your list? For most people, the answer is probably no. Alabama isn't usually the first place you'd expect to find a city brimming with innovation, research, and academic achievement, but that's exactly why today's story is going to surprise you. We're about to take a journey through some of the most intelligent, innovative, and downright impressive cities in the United States. And you might want to buckle up because the results will challenge everything you thought you knew about America's intellectual hotspots. So get ready for a surprise. Let's set the scene. Imagine a place where big brains, southern charm, and a rocket or two all come together. It's a city where the future is being built every single day and where the next generation of scientists, engineers, and thinkers are already hard at work. This isn't just a city with a few smart people, it's a place where intelligence is woven into the very fabric of daily life. And yes, it's in Alabama. Welcome to Huntsville, a city that's rewriting the rules about what it means to be smart in America. Huntsville, Alabama, also known as Rocket City, has quietly become one of the most intellectually vibrant places in the country. It's a city where Southern hospitality meets cutting-edge technology and where the skyline is just as likely to feature a rocket as a church steeple. The nickname Rocket City isn't just for show. Huntsville is home to the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, a world-class museum and educational facility that draws visitors from around the globe. But it's not just about rockets. Huntsville's transformation into a brainy powerhouse is the result of decades of investment in science, technology, engineering, and math, better known as STEM. With NASA in town, a sea of engineers and scientists, and more STEM grads per capita than you'd expect, this city is basically the honor roll of the South. Huntsville's population is packed with people who hold advanced degrees, work in high-tech industries, and spend their days solving some of the world's toughest problems. The Marshall Space Flight Center, one of NASA's most important facilities, is right here in Huntsville, and it's surrounded by a thriving ecosystem of research labs, tech startups, and innovative companies. The city's universities and colleges are constantly churning out new talent, and the local schools are some of the best in the region. Huntsville's success isn't just about having smart people, it's about creating an environment where intelligence is valued, nurtured, and celebrated. The city has invested heavily in education at every level, from elementary schools to graduate programs. There are mentorship programs for young students, scholarships for aspiring engineers, and community events that bring together people from all walks of life to celebrate science and learning. It's a place where being smart isn't just cool, it's expected. And that's helped Huntsville attract some of the brightest minds from across the country and around the world. But it's not just Huntsville flexing its gray matter. All across the country, there are cities that are lighting up the Smart City scoreboard. Think about places like Ann Arbor, Michigan, home to the University of Michigan, one of the top public research universities in the world. Or Boulder, Colorado, where the mountains meet a thriving tech scene and a culture of innovation. Madison, Wisconsin is another standout, with its top-ranked university and a community that's passionate about learning. And of course, there's Seattle, Washington, a city that's become synonymous with technology, creativity, and forward-thinking ideas. These cities are more than just pretty places to live. They're engines of innovation, powered by tech jobs, research universities, and a culture that prizes curiosity and creativity. In Ann Arbor, you'll find cutting-edge medical research and a vibrant arts scene. Boulder is famous for its startup culture and outdoor lifestyle, attracting entrepreneurs and scientists alike. Madison's university anchors the city, drawing students and faculty from around the globe. And Seattle? It's the birthplace of tech giants like Microsoft and Amazon, and a magnet for talent in fields ranging from artificial intelligence to environmental science. What sets these cities apart isn't just the number of college degrees or the presence of big-name companies, it's the way they foster a spirit of collaboration, encourage lifelong learning, and support people who want to make a difference. These are places where ideas are born, tested, and brought to life, where the next big breakthrough could come from a university lab, a garage startup, or a community hackathon. The brainpower in these cities is so impressive, it could probably power a small spaceship, or at least keep the local coffee shops in business. So, how do they figure all this out? What makes a city smart, anyway? It's not just about who can recite the periodic table or solve a Rubik's Cube in record time. The rankings take into account a whole range of factors. The percentage of residents with college degrees, the number of patents filed, the presence of top-ranked schools and universities, and the overall culture of innovation. They look at how many startups are being launched, how much research is being done, and how many people are working in high-tech fields. It's a holistic approach that goes way beyond test scores and diplomas. It's about creating an environment where people are encouraged to think big, take risks, and pursue their passions. In these cities, you'll find schools that actually make you want to go to class, where learning is hands-on, interactive, and connected to the real world. There are after-school programs for budding inventors, summer camps for future coders, and community workshops for anyone who wants to learn something new. The energy is contagious, and it's not just limited to the classroom. You'll see it in the local businesses, the public libraries, and even the city parks, where people gather to share ideas and collaborate on projects. And hey, if your city didn't make the cut, don't panic. Google still counts, right? The truth is, intelligence isn't limited to a few select places. Every city has its own unique strengths, and there are smart, creative people everywhere you look. Maybe your city is known for its artists, its entrepreneurs, or its community leaders. Maybe it's a place where people come together to solve problems and make life better for everyone. The point is, being a smart city is about more than just numbers. It's about the spirit of curiosity, the drive to learn, and the willingness to try new things. Huntsville's rise proves you don't need to be on the coasts to be clever. In fact, some of the most exciting innovation is happening in places that don't always get the spotlight. Affordable living, big ideas, and southern hospitality, that's one smart combo. Huntsville shows that you can have a high quality of life, a thriving job market, and a welcoming community, all while being at the forefront of science and technology. It's a reminder that intelligence comes in many forms, and that the future belongs to those who are willing to think differently. So, where does your city rank? Are you living in one of America's smartest cities, or do you think your hometown deserves a spot on the list? Drop a comment below and let us know what makes your city special. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more cool city rankings, fun facts, and deep dives into what makes our communities great. Because learning should always be this fun, and who knows, maybe your city will be the next to rocket to the top.